Welcome back to the Body Coach TV and another baby carrying workout with Vern from CARiFiT. Vern, what is CARiFiT and what's it all about?
Well, CARiFiT, as you know from our first video, it's a postnatal specific baby wearing workout. If you've not seen that first video, it's a great place to start with your CARiFiT. Today's session is going to be a little bit tougher, but there is loads of information below this video if you need to check your tummy gap, if you need to check whether you're ready to exercise, and if you need any support with your baby wearing. Now, we've done Joe and Indy's carrier checks. Indy's in a great position.
She's all good.
And
she's
we
asleep.
are going to get cracking straight away while she's asleep.
And you've been doing postnatal fitness for 15 years now.
15 years, yeah.
And that's why you are the expert, and let's put me through a workout. That first one though, make sure you do it. It's workout number 1 is a really good beginner's kind of workout, and this is the next level, is it?
Yeah, this is next level. We're going to introduce a little bit of kit, and in CARiFiT we always try and be very respectful of the postnatal body, but we also try and condition it for the demands of parenthood. So we're going to start to use a few bits of equipment today that we use a lot for our online members, and it really transforms the workout into something that's very specific to parenting.
Okay, let's do it. Let's crack on.
Alrighty guys, so the warm-up should be pretty familiar if you've done that first video. We're going to stick the timer on and we're going to get cracking. So the warm-up, Joe, just like last time, it's as much for Indy as it is for you. We're going to get the body warm, moving, and get ready for action. So we're just going to sink underneath and we're going to flow to the top, everybody.
Here we go.
And just work a range of movement, remember, that you're comfortable with. So you don't need to work all the way down. It's just about getting loose, mobile, a little bit of heat in the muscles and getting going with it. So again, things to think about just as you're preparing for this session. Let's think about engaging the core. So as you stretch your arms here, Joe, give a pull in through your tummy and just squeeze your glutes at the top as well. So often with postnatal fitness, it's just about switching on muscles, reconnecting the brain to the body and making sure that everything's nice and appropriate.
She must find it relaxing because she falls straight to sleep in here, doesn't she?
I mean, generally when they're little, there's only 2 reasons that your baby mightn't like CARiFiT, and they're either that's going to be because they get too hot. So we've got Indy in a single layer of clothing because Joe's going to get pretty hot, or they're hungry. If they're particularly next to a mum rather than a dad and they're next to their food source and they're hungry, they're going to let you know all about it.
That's normally why when I start crying is when I'm hungry too.
Yeah, I think I get pretty hangry as well, so it's pretty normal. Alrighty, 3 more. And 2. And 1. Lovely. Now we're just going to flick our heels, just get them up to your bum. Yeah. We're going to loosen off the quads. We're going to be basing a lot of this workout here with our Pilates hoops that we use. It's just a standard one. You can find them everywhere, but it's a great bit of kit and it's really going to help us to engage some really key postnatal muscles, get you switched on. I'm ready for action.
So if people want to do your class, they can do it in person with you in your studio or online?
So we teach at a number of venues around London, and that was kind of where we started. But the most exciting bit now, we've got this amazing online members area where it's a 6-month sort of personalised journey through a content library of workouts that get progressively tougher, get you fitter and fitter, and at the end of 6 months, we kind of like to say that you're not just fit, you're CARiFiT.
Brilliant, and where can they find that?
So they can find that on our website or just any of the links in our social, and it's all very clear there. Nice, easy sign-up process. You do have to go through a PAR-Q and a readiness one.
To get you ready, yeah.
Yeah, that's
brilliant.
Specific to postnatal fitness. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're just going to come back to our squats again. We're just going to go a little bit deeper, everybody, and a little bit more of a stretch at the top.
I'll get in time with you. So we're synchronised.
I mean, it's no diving with Tom Daly, but we'll try and
Did you like that video?
Thought that was a great video.
Yeah, that was fun. I jumped off the 10-metre diving board. I went and met Tom Daly, the diver. And
I didn't much fancy the look of the 10-metre one, to be honest.
It was horrible. Did it once, and thought not doing that again.
That's nice and smooth. Again, lift your chest as you come out of your squat, nice and tall. Let those arms flow above your head, everybody. Just going to go for 5, and 4, 3, 2.
So what does CARiFiT stand for again?
So rest there for me. So CARiFiT stands for cardio and resistance intervals, and that's the format of our workout. So we're going to work 3 minutes on, 30 seconds of rest to change what we're doing and shift the focus. So today, everybody, we're going to introduce you to these. So grab that for me, Joe. These are just standard Pilates hoops, guys. You can get them anywhere, get them online. They're not expensive, 8, 10 quid, but they are really, really useful. So we're going to come into our first kind of really specific move to CARiFiT, one of our signature moves. And we're going to take a drop, twist, lunge. So we're going to sink,
right.
Twist,
sink, twist,
center, and just stand. Good? And
keeping tension on the ring,
twist, center, and up. Yeah, so you want a light squeeze on this, everybody. And then really as you're twisting, you're trying to maintain really good posture and you're trying to rotate your body. One of the things we know from working with lots of doctors, as we were developing CARiFiT, lots of midwives and women's health physios, is that parenting definitely does not happen in straight lines. So we need to be strong in all kinds of peculiar angles and movements. Sometimes we equate this one to turning around and sorting somebody out that's kicking off in a car seat. This is going to keep your back nice and strong, and it's going to really help to switch on your core. You're doing a great job, Joe. Keep those coming. Nice. Big twist. Again, with the lunges, guys, you don't need to work as deep as Joe is, as long as you've got a soft back knee and you're focusing on that twist, and you can develop your range over time. Remember, you can go back to these workouts over and over and over again. You can make them harder by working deeper, or by just getting a few more reps done.
You're killing me off here, son.
3.
That's got me on 30 seconds.
2. And 1. Good. Right, we're going to switch sides.
Was that 30 seconds?
No, that was 80 seconds. So we had 3 minutes of work, 80 seconds on each side. If you need a rest at home, take a rest.
That's tough.
But if he's finding it tough, don't feel bad at all about taking a rest. Right, same thing other side. So we're going to sink, twist, center, and up. And again, Joe's going to work really deep. I'm showing you what it looks like if you're at the top of the range. Sink, twist, center, and up. I think we are in sync.
Oh.
Beautifully in sync off the no meter board. Much safer.
This is really hard, man.
Yeah, this is tough. So remember, if this is your first look at these videos, there is a video before this, introing CARiFiT and getting you ready for this. Nice, Joe.
We go side on.
Let's have a look at a few side on. So you want to see Joe really rotating round, looking at you. I think he did that for a little rest, personally. Break it up. Good. Twist. Nice. We're nearly there. We've got 30 seconds of work to go. So really draw your shoulder blades back. So you can reduce the range a little bit. That's nice. And focus on that core. Draw your tummy button tight. Lift your chest. And just a light squeeze, everybody, on that hoop. 10 seconds, Joe. Doing great.
Burns, mate. This one hurts, doesn't it?
3. And 2 reps. And 1 more.
Oh, balance.
Good. And we're just going to stand. We're going to walk it off. If you need a little drink, take a little drink. That's our second track done. You've got a 30-second or so rest. Maybe we'll squeeze it to 40 seconds today. That's all good. Now, the next move we're going to do is, again, using this hoop. And really, when we're using the hoop, we're kind of using it for a bit of shoulder strength, a bit of postural work, but also we're using it to really think about our core.
Okay.
So in our first video, we did some squats to the side. We're going to repeat those, but we're going to do them squeezing the hoop at shoulder height, all right?
Yeah.
Now, posture, 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 everybody. And as you move, try and engage through your core and your pelvic floor. Again, if you're not quite sure what that means, underneath this video, there's a link to something that explains exactly what that means. So go download it, because it will really help you figure it all out. Okay, hoops out in front, Joe.
Yeah.
And we're going to have those feet quite narrow to start. And we're going to step to the right, squeeze back together. Well, let's bang out a few in sync. I'm not even wearing a baby. I'm getting a sweat on.
It's really challenging.
Yeah, I mean, keeping tension through your body, particularly through those lunges, is hard. So again, you don't need to go full range. So lose a little bit of the range and tiny bit slower. So generally with CARiFiT, we want to feel like we're gliding. It's deliberately low impact. There shouldn't be any thumpy steps. We're trying to always engage muscle rather than putting too much pressure on our joints. Particularly if you're early stage postnatal, you'll still have lots of hormones, lots of relaxing, bouncing around your body. So it's really important that the workouts are appropriate to where you're at with your postnatal recovery.
I found it so incredible that there's a hormone called relaxin that helps the woman give birth.
Good, and rest there. Now we're going to work to the other side, and then I'm going to talk about relaxing, because it's a really important thing.
I'm blowing, mate.
But you haven't got that as an excuse, I'm afraid.
Men don't produce today.
No, we don't.
Only women. I know, I found that out in
And
the
you didn't give birth. Right, to the left, same move. So we're going to squeeze that hoop, narrow feet. We're going to step to the left, sink into our squat. Nice. Try and really centre your squat. That's it. So again, I'm working a shallower range work. Joe's working a little bit deeper. Work to the point you can control, everybody. That's the key with this. You can develop range over time.
And so how long is this workout going to be? Are they all the same time, or do they alternate?
So all of the ones that we're doing with you are 17 minutes. So really good opportunity to get it done. And the ones that sit in our members area, the journey that we take our online members on, they vary. So they start off with about 15 minutes, and by the end, I think the longest workout is 33 minutes, and that is a real proper fitness building workout.
Yeah, that's very, very good. It's good to have progression.
Yeah, and that's what we do. We personalise your journey, so whether you're training 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, it's always showing you your next appropriate workout. Good. One more, Joe.
One more now, yeah?
One more. Perfect. Now we're just going to take 30 seconds where we're going to work side to side, then we're going to take a breather again. So, with me, Joe, feet narrow, hoop out. We're going to work to the right first, cross and sink, and then we're going to come to the left.
Straight in, okay.
All right, so pace in with me. There we go. Beautiful. That's good, everybody. Now what you're trying to do here, and this is really important, this is where again it can help if you work out facing into a mirror, you're trying to make sure as you move sideways you can control your hips. So don't go quite as deep, Joe, not quite as deep. Again, obviously Joe's range is huge, it's right down. You don't need to start there, but you do need to start with a solid squat where your bum's going through the middle of your body.
Indy is making me
3,
work.
Last 2. Last one.
She weighs 10 pounds, so it's quite a bit of resistance.
Yeah, and that's the thing with CARiFiT. We're going to condition your body to deal with the demands of your baby. We're going to make day-to-day parenting easier. Because if you can do this, going for a stroll in the park is going to be a stroll in the park.
I'm enjoying it, mate. I'm loving it.
Now, we've got one more track to do, and this is really specific to CARiFiT. So one of the things we hear a lot, and one of the things we really try and combat with our workouts is kind of baby hip, that posture there.
Is that
where
when women sort of sit like
yeah,
that?
you stand for ages, and that can, over a period of time, that can build up into all sorts of problems. So we're going to use these hoops, but we're going to use them to mirror where we would put a baby, and we're going to use it to engage some muscles that are really key in holding the baby. Okay. And then we're going to try and fire our glutes particularly. So this will look a little strange at home. Give it a go. Try and really feel the bits of your body that we're after.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a right-sided curtsy hoop lunge, and it's going to look like that.
So across the body.
Across the body, and then we're going to square our hips off. So let's do a few in sync, and then I'm going to talk you through it. So 3, 2, 1. Nice. So this is 2 fairly beardy blokes doing some nice curtsy lunges for you.
Yeah, but these exercises, when you're doing these kind of reps, it's not easy.
This is not easy, and this is endurance, and you will get your heart rate up with CARiFiT. The C is for cardio.
Well, I'm getting a sweat on. Where's the S for sweat?
Now, as you come back together, Joe, I want you to bring your feet narrower, more to lunge feet. So I want you to concentrate on turning this hip back towards the camera. So there, and then turn your hip in. And that's going to help to fire your glutes, fire your obliques, so a real conscious effort to keep tight and braced through your trunk, everybody. This is great stuff.
This is a proper workout, mate.
So everything we do as you build your CARiFiT routine and your repertoire, it's very specific to the demands of parenting, of motherhood, of holding onto and looking after your baby. 3, and 2, and 1. Great job, Joe. Now we're just going to switch sides. We've got to do the other side, and then we're done, and we're having a stretch. So hoop on the left hip.
Hoop on the left.
Hoop on the left, and we're going to take that left curtsy. Remember, we're going to come back to quite narrow feet when we do this.
Oh, yeah.
So 3, 2, 1. We're going to sweep.
Oh, sorry.
We're going to sweep left. There you go. And back together. Good.
Let's get in the centre.
Yeah, you come in the centre so we can have a look. Now, you'll notice here, Joe's cheekily popped out his front arm, and I'm going to get him to tuck that away.
Oh, no good.
So I'm going to get him to try and brace through his trunk and really think about using his core and his obliques and his intercostals to stay tall, rather than balancing with his arm. And chest up and shoulders are back. And squeeze. This should have a light squeeze on it all the time because it helps to engage all these muscles. Doing great, Joe. Nearly there, everybody. So again, at home, if you need a rest, take a rest. These workouts can be as personal as you make them, guys. You can adapt them in terms of range, in terms of reps, and then you can change the intensity of what you're doing immediately. It's good, Joe. 20 seconds to go, buddy.
You are working me, Vern.
I think it's Indy that's working you.
Oh, she woke me up last night, did the loudest fart. I thought I was getting burgled. Honestly.
4.
Jesus, what is that?
3.
Indy.
2. And
Oh,
1.
that's a great exercise, that one, Vern.
And we are done. So, end of every CARiFiT workout, we always do that and have a little high five.
Oh,
And then we're going to have a stretch.
that is proper sweat, that is. I ain't messing about. That's a real workout, man.
So those are a little bit more specific. As I say, that's not really the place to start with that video. Try and scroll back to the one before, that'll prep you for that. And with these CARiFiT videos, you might want to do each one a few times and build up stage by stage. Now we're going to take Joe through a stretch, just lengthening out the body, just restoring it. By the time we get to 17 minutes, we're done. I think
I'll tell you what, the cardio's there. Like you might think this is just resistance, but my heart rate through that whole thing is elevated, so you're going to get that calorie burning and that fat burning effect.
You will, and because we're working multiple muscle groups at once, we've got lots of things going on in the body.
Yeah.
We're not just kind of isolating. So,
right,
before Indy needs some food, we're going to take a nice deep stride with our right leg. There we go. We're going to push those hands forward, and we're just going to squeeze up above our head. Just take that nice stretch. Take some nice deep breaths. It's really important with your postnatal bodies, ladies. Listen to it, respect it.
She likes the exercise. When I do the stretching, she likes. I think she doesn't like me standing still.
Tell you what we're going to do. Let's pop her out. We're going to pop her to me.
Yeah. And I can do the
under
stretches,
the armpits, and you're going to take them through the stretch.
There we go. So hands forwards and up.
There we go.
Keeping that heel on the ground.
Yeah, and we're going to drive those hands up above the head.
It's definitely important to not skip this part, I think. People...
We don't want to skip this, and you know what, even if your baby is a bit hot or a bit hungry, then you just pop them out and you let them cool down. And we know that Indy's due a feed.
Yep.
It's coming in a minute, sweetheart. Now we're going to, have we done both sides there, Joe? So the other side.
So it's going to be right foot forward, left foot back.
Yep. We're going to drive those hands above the head. So you'll notice now that we've popped Indy out of the carrier. She's ready for some food and she's letting us know. So I'm going to have a little hold while Joe takes you through the stretch that we use in CARiFiT. And now that Indy's out and she's not rooting around on Daddy's chest for some food, she's a little bit happier about things. So we're getting a nice bonus cuddle as well.
And this stretch I'm feeling in my hip flex, but also my calf as well. So it's a great stretch down the back of the leg and the front.
Good, Indy. Now we're going to step together and just come into a standard quad stretch, Joe.
Yeah, feet together. So
feet together, heels up. Yeah, you got it. Oh, hello, beautiful. You just did a workout with Daddy. And now you want to know where Mummy is for some food.
She's a hungry little monkey.
That's good.
So both sides then?
Both sides.
So how many times a week would you recommend a mum who's getting into this to try out sort of thing?
So I think 2 to 4 workouts is realistic. They're not long.
Yeah.
You know, they're 15 to 30 minutes in our members area. These ones are 17 minutes. So they're realistic. You can get them done. The things that I would say that make CARiFiT work really well, give them a feed, pop them in, get your workout done.
Yeah.
They'll generally have a doze when they're little, which is great.
Get the timing right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done my quads. Is there one more?
Now we're just going to roll the hips out, nice big circles. We've worked through those hips quite a lot and through those glutes. Indy, this is pretty special.
So in the early days when you started training people, did you used to literally hold their baby while the client was training? You'd hold their babies?
For a while I had a nickname in Wandsworth of the baby man, because I would always be either holding a baby or wearing a baby. None of them that belonged to me.
Oh, amazing. You got your own 2 kids, then you just, and all through their childhood, you were doing the baby carrying workouts with them?
Yeah, I wore my 2 an awful lot, Florian and Felix, yeah, and they still love being worn now if they get the opportunity to go in, if we're on a big dog walk and they get a bit tired. Now, one more stretch, everybody. I want you to take your hands behind your back, Joe, for me, look down low.
Yeah.
And just draw up to the sky, pull your shoulder blades back, and you're trying to open your chest here, everybody, so really draw back. Good stuff. So remember, this was the second workout that we've done with Joe. There is one before this. It's a great place to start. If you've come to this one and you're not sure whether you're ready for it, have a look below.
Find out the information.
The info's there.
And if you want to follow you on social media, it's
CARiFiT, CARiFiT, and you can find our website as well, or just Google Babywearing workouts, and there we are.
Your number 1?
Oh, we're getting there.
Well done. So I hope you enjoyed
buddy.
that workout, guys. And yeah, please check out the number 3. There's 3 in total. Hope you give them a try and let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And if you want more workouts from me and Vern, let us know and we'll do some more in the future. Take care, everybody.